Tiny houses are everywhere right now, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, but the exact design features that make them awesome are the same ones that make them seriously dangerous. This is not an anti-tiny house video. I love tiny houses. I've built a tiny house. This isn't that. I don't care how you spend your money. I don't care where you live. What I do care about is that people buy and build these things safely. I'm Aaron from Albatross Academy, an organization that supports homeowners through their new builds and renovations through online courses, resources, and one-to-one consulting. The first thing that makes them really dangerous is the fire spreads in small spaces very, very quickly. Less volume means that fire spreads super quickly, and that means that it's gonna burn up the available oxygen really quickly and reach what's called a flashover point. A flashover point is when the fire, it basically erupts. In addition to that, tiny houses are usually located in off-grid locations that are further afield and further away from emergency services. Problem number 2 is that there are lots of heating appliances in a small space. In a regular, more permanent dwelling, say a house, these heating appliances are spaced much further apart, and so getting the minimum clearances required for them is not such a big problem. But in the tiny house world where everything is so close together, getting approved clearances between your stove and other combustible elements or your heating element can actually be really difficult. Another major safety concern is egress. Egress means having a secondary option to leave the building in an emergency. So sleeping lofts should have an egress point. That's an operable window that allows people to get out in the event of an emergency. The problem with sleeping lofts in these windows, they're often too small or they can't be accessed from a regular sleeping position. So in the event of an emergency, it can be really difficult, if not impossible, to get out, and that means trouble. The problem with a tiny house when compared with a regular fixed foundation building is that the tiny house doesn't conform or doesn't need to conform to regular building codes. And those regular building codes govern things like egress and minimum clearances, and that's the thing that you have to be mindful of. I don't want to give you all of the scary features with nothing to do about it. So here are 3 things that you can do. Number 1, with your windows. No matter where the windows are located, make sure as many of them are as operable as possible. That'll increase the natural ventilation, and it'll also allow for egress from any point in the building. Number 2, with the sleeping loft or sleeping area location, get the windows as big as you possibly can with as much operability as you can. That'll allow that functionality from a sleeping position and make sure that you can get out in the event of an emergency. And number 3, as best you can, try to ensure that your heating appliances have a maximum amount of clearance between combustible surfaces. So that's it. If you're buying or building any kind of house right now, the most important thing is knowing what questions to ask before you hire anyone. I put together a free checklist that walks you through exactly that. So click the link in the bio and subscribe for more videos just like this.